I'd like to go over these e-anatomy images a little bit more closely, and in prior instances of e-anatomy, there used to be over in this top left-hand corner a 3D version, very similar to this one, but without all the extra anatomy around it, without the gray and white image sort of superimposed over it. And you'll see that in Maria's lecture where she does the image review, but I am not able to get that image to come up any longer. And also, unfortunately, when I take a look at the axial images, I cannot get the best coronal image to come up either. So I don't know if it's an issue with e-anatomy at the time or not, but I've tried it in several different web browsers and haven't been able to get it to function. And perhaps you might be able to, I hope so, but at least we'll be able to go over these images in the axial and coronal planes. So we are looking at the right side of the patient here. This is the right outside outer ear, the pinna or the auricle. And this is a mastoid air process. So you've got the mastoid air process here on the axial and on the sagittal as well. Just to orient yourself on the sagittal, this is posterior and this is anterior. This is the TMJ joint. So if you put your finger right in front of where the outside of your ear is, and just anterior to that on your face, and open and close your jaw, that's where the TMJ joint is. So you can open and close, and you can feel that joint moving in and out of its little groove here. So that's the anterior portion of the patient, and posterior. Posterior here and anterior, with the outer ear being here. And here you've got the auricle, the pinna of the ear here. So this is a mastoid air processes in the occipital bone, and we're just going to move anteriorly. So I'm going to click on each image here as we move anteriorly until we get closer to some of the areas of the internal ear. And here you can see on this 3D image that we're getting very close to the posterior semicircular canal, and we're going to be getting into that right in through here in just a moment in the next slice or two. There we go. So, I went one too far. There we go. So you can see the posterior semicircular canal here. Let me go back just for a second. There you go. You can see that little semicircle. There we're catching it, just a little clip of it. And we're going to keep moving anteriorly here. You can see on this image we're going to get very close to the IAC. You can see the little groove where the 7th and 8th nerve come through, and then the cochlea here. And that's what you can see here. You don't really see the groove for the 7th and 8th nerve, but you see the cochlea here anteriorly. So we're going to keep moving anterior so you can see that. And there's another parts of the semicircular canals here. Just little, catching it, little slices of that. And now we're coming into the 7th and 8th nerve. Is that they start to course laterally. There we go. That's a more familiar image where you've got the 7th nerve superiorly and the 8th nerve inferiorly, and then the branches off to the side that I sometimes refer to as sort of like the little jester hat with a little, the tips coming off of the sides of it. And now we're going to be working our way into the cochlea here. You can see that when I hover over that little dot, it's the base of the cochlea. So I'm going to click on that. So then it then brings that wording out here to the side for you. So any dot that you click on here will bring that anatomy up on the side. So we're going to keep going forward so you can see the cochlea. And you see how it makes that little swirl. That's very indicative of the cochlea when you see that little swirl. And now you're seeing the external auditory meatus and just catching the tympanic membrane here. And so now I'm going to show you that here on the axial, so you can see that on the axial slice there. We're almost getting into the external auditory meatus, and we're in the cochlea here. And then also, we're just coming into the cochlea here. So you can see it in all three planes, and we're going to keep going anteriorly to get all the way through it. Nice swirl of the cochlea there. External auditory meatus coming out to the pinna and the auricle of the ear. And now we're almost all the way through the petrous bone there. In the very anterior-most slice of the coronal images, you just get into where you're coming into the TMJ joint right here. So I'm going to pause this now, and then we'll go on and take a look at the axial slices.